Okay, so in this lesson we want to talk about solving proportions, which is another application of what we've been doing with solving equations. So what is a proportion? A proportion is two ratios set equal to each other. Okay, and how do we solve proportions? We solve proportions by cross multiplying. Let's take a look at an example. So when I say cross multiplying, we're going to pick pairs that are diagonal to each other. So we have the 13 and 6, so 13 times 6, and our other pair is 17 times u. So we're going to take the two ratios, the two, we call them cross products, and set them equal to each other, 17 times u. So 13 times 6 is 78. Equals 17u, and we'll divide each side by 17. 78 divided by 17 is 4.588823, which will, to the nearest tenth would be 4.6. Okay, number two, same idea. 7 times 10 equals 17y. 70 equals 17y. Dividing. 70 divided by 17 is 4.11764. So to the nearest tenth, that would be 4.1 equal to y. Okay, number three. Number three is a little different. So our cross product here is going to be a little different because we have variables in two spots. Okay, so diagonal to the negative 10 is x plus 5. So negative 10, and I want to use parentheses because we have two terms here, times x plus 5 is equal to my other cross product, negative 20 times x. So we have negative 10x, we'll have to distribute, minus 50 equals negative 20 times x, just negative 20x. Okay, we want to get the variable on just one side, so I'm going to add 10x to both sides. Negative 50 equals negative 10x, and we'll divide each side by negative 10. So 5 is equal to x. All right, number four, same idea. 20 is diagonal to x minus 2, so 20 times x minus 2, again we'll need parentheses, equals 28 times x. So 20x minus 40 equals 28x. Move the 20x over. So we have negative 40 equals 8x. Divide each side by 8, and negative 5 is equal to x. Okay, last one. Should notice that the left side of there is a fraction, the right side is not. So I'm going to rewrite it. I can turn that into a fraction. I can turn the 6 into a fraction by putting it over 1. So I'm going to go 96 over x equals 6 over 1. Okay. Our cross product, 96 times 1 equals 6 times x. 96 equals 6x. We'll divide each side by 6, and 96 divided by 6 is 16. Okay. The directions say to simplify as much as possible, so this one came out to a whole number, but if you get something that comes out to a fraction, leave it as a fraction, try to simplify the fraction as much as you can, which is, what the directions are looking for. You have these directions in number 5 versus the directions in 1 and 2 that say nearest tenth. So there they're looking for decimals. In number 5, they're looking for a fraction. So make sure you're paying attention to the directions when you're doing the assignment.